Well, the Prague Lions, powered by the Czech equestrian team, have taken the win here in Vienna in front of the beautiful Schönbrunn Palace, and they really were sensational tonight. The only team to do double clear, and there was high pressure at the top with 4 teams going double clear in round 1. They really needed to perform, and they also knew that they had the Cannes Stars, powered by Iron Dames, and the Shanghai Swans coming after them. So not only did they need to go clear, but they needed to put pressure on with the time as well. But they have done it. Fernando Martinez Sommer and Peter de Vos, the same team that won in Valkenswaard as well. They have taken the win here in Vienna in great style, I have to say. We'll get into the other teams as well a little later, with Cannes Stars, powered by Iron Dames, and Shanghai Swans having a very difficult round 2. But let's just take a look at the final results of tonight so we can see who else is on that podium joining Prague Lions and in second and third. The Prague Lions, as I said, taking the win tonight, with Riesenbeck International, powered by Horse Gym, coming second on 8 penalties, and Valkenswaard United also on 8 penalties, and just behind in terms of that time, just three and a bit seconds behind them. Basel Cosmopolitans, what a fantastic result for them. Again, 4th tonight with 8 penalties, and Madrid in Motion on 8 penalties as well. So many teams on 8. It really did go down to time tonight. New York Empire, powered by Lugano, Scandinavian Vikings in 7th there. Mexico Amigos, powered by H5 Stables, and the Cannes Stars, who started off after round 1 in 2nd place, dropped down to 9th place in the league tonight. So Monaco Comets just behind the Cannes Stars, powered by Iron Dames, in 10th position. Again, they came into this a little bit better than that, so it's a shame that they didn't have a great second round. The Paris Panthers, they've got to be pleased. They're going to be picking out crucial championship points. Stockholm Hearts, after a wonderful win last week in New York City, don't get there tonight. They are in 12th position. Got the Shanghai Swans, Doha Falcons. Shanghai Swans, of course, were leading after round 1, so to end up in 13th position, as I said, anything can change when it comes to the GCL. And last but not least, we have the Istanbul Warriors, and of course Rome Gladiators and Saint-Tropez Pirates were both eliminated after round 1, so they did not have a chance to jump in round 2. We've got a lot to unpack tonight, because when it comes to those last 4 teams, we really thought that we'd be seeing a little bit more from them as well. But Prague Lions really put the pressure on to the other teams as well. Let's have a little look at the rounds from Prague Lions, because they really were fantastic tonight, with Fernando Martinez Sommer and Peter de Vos coming forward and being incredibly... Let's just take a look at this round. This was round 1 of the GCL, and this was Fernando Martinez Sommer jumping so beautifully, and a nice quick round there from him as well. And his mare Lady van der Hardwerven jumping brilliantly in front of such a big crowd tonight, in a big atmosphere, with the Palace just behind us. Peter de Vos then on Jarina J, who jumped her first ever clear for the Global Champions League this year, just coming down to the triple in the first round. You can see she's so quick over those fences. Now, he didn't decide to take the inside line. He knew he had a little bit to play for coming into the last fence. You can see how happy he was as he landed over that final fence as well. It's been brilliant to see Prague Lions triumph again here in Vienna. They had a wonderful time in Valkenswaard, but that is also their 4th podium as well, which is great to see that they've had another 4th podium, as I'm going to have a look at round 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, receiving the ticket for the Global Champions Super Cup half final.
And this is Fernando Martinez Sommer going into round 2. That very difficult double coming into that final line, but they managed it. A lot of those teams did not manage that final line. 12A came down multiple times, and we'll discuss that a little further on, particularly with the Shanghai Swans and Ben Mayer. Point Break is so often not doing something like that, but he did have a fault a bit tonight. And of course, we've got Peter de Vos there coming in as well. to the final line. Just watch how he does this final line, because a lot of the riders are riding very strongly into this, but he gets so perfectly into that double that he can get out of it and sit back ready for the final fence to make sure that that goes clear as well. Lovely slow-mo shots looking at these wonderful clears, and all the pressure on for Prague Lions powered by Czech Equestrian Team, but it did not worry the team whatsoever. Now, a man that has been incredibly busy all evening is now back alongside me in the studio. That is Dan Strange. Been hearing from all of the riders about this evening. Dan, what have you taken from it the most?
Everyone needs to go and get dry. It's the biggest thing I've taken from this evening. The cool calmness of Prague Lions. These two, Fernando Martinez Sommer and Peter de Vos, just seem to really like each other, like spending time together, and they just seem ice cool. Tom said it on commentary, there's ice running through Peter de Vos's veins, and that was the major thing. The other thing going on behind the scenes tonight was stood with Madrid in motion, and Victor Bettendorf was watching intently, and he's, oh, we're in third, now we're not in third. There was a lot of that from a lot of teams. Riesenbeck International, Valkenswaard. I think Valkenswaard would be amazed that they ended up on the podium, but how important a podium it is when you then look at where Can Stars have ended up. You know, Valkenswaard gained at the top of the table, which was unlikely, you know, minutes ago.
And that is what is so exciting about the sort, and so exciting about 2 rounds, because round 1 really sets the tone, but round 2 is almost like an entirely new competition.
Yeah, absolutely, and a very different course. Round 1's course, okay, it was lower, we know that, 1 metre 55, 1 metre 60 in the second. The first course seemed tighter. There was more harsh, you know, rollbacks and the big combination in the middle of the course there. In round 2, it seemed longer. Scott Brash said to me on the course when I was walking earlier, it's big, it's square, and there's faults everywhere. And that was true. But the only team that managed to be perfect throughout was Prague Lions. And we spoke earlier with Riesenbeck International, with Philip Feisabt, about how Riesenbeck were trying to put pressure on Prague, but you don't seem to be able to put pressure on Prague because they just don't seem to care about pressure. They just don't care about pressure.
It's like they're in their own world as well. And obviously we had the Can Stars powered by Iron Dames not having a very good round 2, but Shanghai Swans, particularly with Ben Mayer and Point Break, I don't know if you saw that round and to see what happened.
Yeah, he came around the corner, had the fence down, and then just couldn't get it right going through the combination. Very unusual for Point Break. Still hasn't gone clear in the GCL this season, which is very unusual because it's such a sensational horse. Just to jump back to Can Stars for a second, Anastasia Nielsen, her debut course in round 2, and it was going really nicely, and then it just, to be fair, a bit like Ben Mayer, it slightly fell apart at the end, and if that happens to Ben Mayer, she's only what, 18, 19? 19 years of age, so a big future for her, and we've no doubt Ben Mayer and Point Break will be back because that's what they do. Big loss for Shanghai though. Shanghai Swans, you would have thought they would have delivered there.
And Katarina Romberg as well. She obviously had 12A down as well. She had another fence down during that round 2. It all looks so promising in round 1, but this is what can happen.
Katarina's round was fascinating because, as you said, those 3, Anastasia, Katarina and Ben, it was all the back end of the course, this last line of fences. And what happened to Katarina put a lot of pressure on Ben because Ben had to be perfect throughout. We see it here.
Yeah, we can just see this now coming through to 12A, which went down multiple times, but she's been so instrumental to the team that even when she has that sort of one down, we can kind of forgive her.
Well, and that's it. And she has been an outstanding rider for this team. And the pressure of riding at home as well will no doubt get to her. You know, the difficulty of the course as we see Peter de Vos coming out into the arena.
Yeah, the teams are coming into the arena for the prize giving, so we will head over and enjoy this moment for the Prague Lions, powered by Czech Equestrian Team, as they win their 2nd podium of the year. Valkenswaard was first, and now they are winning here in front of Schönbrunn Palace in Vienna.
That they make to the sport. They're there morning, noon and night looking after our horses. Great to see them being acknowledged and brought into the main arena. Yeah, well done, guys. And the grooms there as well. What a fantastic effort. And the horse is absolutely beautiful. Superbly turned out, but obviously in such great condition. Moving them, travelling from show to show, looking after them the whole time. Even here at night, making sure these horses are fit and healthy, looked after. They'll have had this planned out for weeks. They'll know exactly what these horses need to perform to their optimum, and boy did they perform to their best tonight. They were just a joy to watch. So the riders getting ready. Caps are on, sashes are on. Yeah, the boys. Christian congratulating them. Third place lads now getting in position. Yeah, they're well used to being on the podium. Hans-Dieter Dreyer on the left, Marcus Enning giving a wave. I like the orange tie. Goes well with the collar. No. Coming in second place. Philip up first, followed by Christian. Yeah, just 2 fences down over the course of the evening. Jumped double clear tonight in the 1.60 m. The two of them. George was brilliant. So too was Oreo. He used the same horses again, and now we have our winners. Peter DeVos first up. Fernando, he takes his slot. Yeah, they have every reason to smile. They've been outstanding this evening. They've done a brilliant job. Congratulations. Now they have to figure out which way to face. We're going to wait for the presentation party to arrive. So to present the third place prize, we have the CEO of the Schönbrunn Palace, Klaus Panhauser. He's going to step forward and present the third place prize to Hans and Marcus. That's him there. Boys raise their trophy. Hard worked. Well done, guys. They've worked hard for that this evening. That keeps them on the podium. And now Sonia Tillman, she's the OC of the organising committee of the LGCT Vienna. She comes forward, presents the prize to the second place team. Riesenbeck International, Christian Kukuk, Philip Weisep. Again, well done. Fantastic performance. They finished up on 8 penalties as well. Slightly quicker than the third place team. And passing on to the winner. And now to present the cup to the winning team, Mr. Jan Tops, the president and the founder of the Global Champions League. Yeah, I'm going to congratulate everybody and move very quickly. The boys hold the trophy up high. We'll get ready for the champagne. We'll see how quick people can move off the podium. Yeah, that's a super nice work done by all 6 riders. They worked really, really hard. They were brilliant all evening. Some of them had to jump in fairly tough conditions when the rain was on. But overall, we've had a brilliant evening. Thankfully, the rain has disappeared for the latter part of the evening, and we've really enjoyed the performances. Some superb jumping. Compliments going to our course builder, Peter Schumacher. He set up 2 fantastic tests with a 1:55 this afternoon and a brilliant 1.60 m track this evening. I think we had 9, if not, we had 12 clear rounds, 13 clear rounds in duration of the competition. Champagne is now being shaken up and spread out. I think the boys will enjoy their evening. They've worked hard, they deserve their celebrations. Brilliant performance from Peter, Fernando. They hold that cup aloft. Some of the guys are quicker at opening the bottle of champagne than the others. Some have more practice. I thought Hans would be definitely one of the first. Fernando's enjoying himself, definitely. Back up on their horses, and we'll get ready for the lap of honour. Okay, riders just getting a leg up from their grooms. Don't think there's much champagne left to hand over to them. I think it's all been sprayed around the arena. A little bit left for the ladies. Trophies are left up there. We'll come back and collect those in a while. We'll get ready for our lap of honour. Thoroughly deserved. Led out by Fernando. Martinez Sommer. Followed by Peter DeVos. What an evening for the Prague Lions. Finishing on a score of 0. In second place we had Riesenbeck International. And taking up the final spot on the podium, Valkenswaard United. It's been a fantastic evening of competition. From me, Tom Frayne and all the team, I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. We look forward to catching up with you again tomorrow for some fantastic jumping in this most beautiful setting here in Vienna. There's our presentation of prizes, Jan and the team. The last lads just doing their lap of honour. So we look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow afternoon to watch some fantastic jumping. So from me and all the team, good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, it's always good to see the prize giving after such a wonderful night here in Vienna. But most importantly, it's not just about the night that we've had here in Vienna, but of course, we're looking at championship as well. We are stage 13 of the Global Champions League. So let's see, after tonight, quite a lot happened tonight. Let's see where everyone is now standing in the championships and see if there has been some changes in the championship as well. And as we see, despite not having a great evening tonight, Valkenswaard United stay in first position, with Cairn Stars, powered by the Iron Dames, keeping their position in second place as well. They'll be really pleased with that, despite their second round. Prague Lions, though, there's the big story. Prague Lions, powered by Czech equestrian team, have got themselves into third position. Now, what does that mean? That means that they are no longer in danger at this point at dropping out of the top 4. If you are in the top 4 teams, when we go to the GCL Super Cup, you do not have to jump the quarterfinals. You can go straight to the semi-finals. So for them, that will be a huge bonus not to have to jump that quarter-final round. The Shanghai Swans, again, despite having a very difficult second round tonight, they are still in 4th position. They've dropped down from 3rd into 4th, so they'll be needing to be very careful going forward into the next stages. And of course, we head to Rome next, and they will want to make sure that they overturn what happened this evening. In 5th position still is Riesenbeck International, powered by Horse Gym. They are just behind on 215 points, with Madrid in Motion close on their backs with 195 points. However, the top 4 are starting to pull away from the rest of the teams. Despite Basel Cosmopolitans having a fantastic time here tonight, they are in 7th position, and Istanbul Warriors, powered by Carve Diem equestrian team, are there as well. But this evening we had multiple people on the podium, of course, and Dan caught up with our second place.
Felt what we hadn't really accounted for was suddenly the lights come on. What we haven't really accounted for was how Prague would react. Their response tonight was sensational.
The day went really well for us. The first round, actually, we had a bit of 2 shitty rails. Okay, one down is always feels always a bit shitty, but the second round, it was a tough class, and we were fast and clear, so we put a lot of pressure on, and I think we moved up.
Careful the next weeks.
Very much so. Philip, we spoke earlier before the round about how Riesenbeck International were trying to put pressure on Prague above them and how enjoyable that felt. What we hadn't really accounted for was suddenly the lights come on. What we haven't really accounted for was how Prague would react. Their response tonight was sensational.
The day went really well for us. The first round, actually, we had a bit of 2 shitty rails. Okay, one down is always feels always a bit shitty. But the second round, it was a tough class, and we were fast and clear. So we put a lot of pressure on, and I think we moved up like 7 places, which 8 places. So yeah, so he's better in maths than me. But yeah, very good. And both horses jumped good. I think we rode also pretty good. This not too bad. This second round. And yeah, again podium. So now I hope we are on the wave to make it hopefully in the top 3 in the end.
Is the plan going forward to stick with you two and stick with the exceptional horsepower you've got, or what are you looking at for Rome?
Yeah, I'm going to Rome, actually. No, Philip is not going to Rome. I think Max, me, and Emanuel, or Marco. No, Marco.
Yeah.
Tiara. Okay. There's so many shows in the moment, and the global shows. It's a bit not so easy to follow up the plan for the next weeks. But yeah, I'm going to Rome, so Tiara and Max are coming. We're gonna have a strong team there again, and for sure we aim for the next podium.
Guys, an amazing evening again. Well done, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, your phone back.
Thank you.
Well, great to hear there from Riesenbeck International, of course, hoping to climb the rankings in the championship. They stay in 5th position for now, but a team that jump into 3rd position into the championship, and we're on top of our podium tonight. This is a surprise to Peter de Vos and Fernando Martinez Sommer, who join me now. Huge congratulations. You are now 3rd in the championship, Peter. How does that sound?
That sounds like a surprise, so we are very happy about that, of course.
It keeps you out of the potential of dropping out of the top 4. How much has that been playing on your minds the last few weeks?
To be honest, the last few shows, it's really playing on the pressure on the team, and I think we managed well to put the right teams in the right stages the last few shows, and that's why I think we climb up, and we could stay in the top 4, and now we climb up a spot, so we are very happy about that.
Well, talking of the right team, when you came 2nd in Doha, it was the 2 of you. When you came 1st in Valkenswaard, it was the 2 of you, and now it's the 2 of you again. This seems like the dream team, no, Fernando?
Yeah, I mean, riding with these guys is always a good result, so if I keep it going, then it should be good.
Talk to me a little bit about the pressure this evening, because after round 1 we had 4 teams jumping double clear. We don't often see that in round 1, so you had to put a bit of pressure on the teams coming up there, Peter.
Yeah, okay. We all know that after the first round nothing is done yet. It's always complicated to ride 2 rounds double. to do 2 rounds clear. So yeah, after the first round, yeah, you're clear, you're good. But then you see you're with 4 who are double clear, so you know that nothing is won yet. So the pressure was on again, and we knew we decided not really to ride for the time, but just to try to go clear again, because it was a quite difficult course, pitfalls everywhere, and. So we decided to go for the clear, and it worked out, so very happy. And then of course the teams after us, they made a mistake, so the pressure was maybe coming on them as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think you put the pressure on by going double clear. Talking of faults everywhere, Fernando, I just want to talk about the course a little bit, because tonight, yes, there were faults everywhere around the course, but particularly that last double as well, 12A, we saw that coming down a lot. You guys managed to miss out on the tricksy double there, but what were your thoughts on that? Why the other teams may have struggled with it?
I think the course designer did a fantastic job. I think he's one of the best, and you know, the horses in the end of the course were a little bit also empty. It was a little 8 stride or 9 stride outside, so a lot of the horses were coming a little bit close to that double, making an effort on the oxer, and then the vertical was quite far away, and then it was really short, the last 4 for the Liverpool. So it was quite tricky there.
Your wonderful mare Lady, she jumped both rounds and so beautifully. How impressed were you with her this evening, particularly with the atmosphere here tonight?
I'm very happy with her. She's a fantastic mare. She's always trying her heart out. She's really careful. So yeah, I'm very happy. I'm delighted how she jumped. I think she did all the effort, and yeah, very happy with that.
But also, it wasn't just about tonight, because not only are you growing in the championship, but also you've been growing a family, Fernando. Peter, he's been pretty busy, hasn't he, the last week?
It does him good. he can keep on making children, because it gives good luck for him. So.
They keep getting good results. Huge congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Just tell us a little bit about that, how she's quite young still.
Yes, it was born a week ago, so. But it was very good. My wife and her, she gave birth really easy. Like everything went quite well, so she was feeling good after 2 days. So then it was a good decision to come.
Well, you can bring a trophy back to her tonight. Peter, lastly, I just want to talk about the rest of the team as well. Have you managed to catch up with them? Have you had messages from Anna yet to say congratulations?
Yes, of course. I think we have a really good atmosphere in the team. Everybody is cheering and supporting, and also now I see already lots of messages coming in. I feel also a lot of the support of the fans from the Prague Lions, to be honest, also towards the Prague playoffs now, and everybody's a bit excited about that, and it's just good. It's what makes the sport nice and what we all love.
Well, we've got a few more stages to go, but those playoffs are just in touching distance at the moment. We also had our third place competitors today, Valkenswaard United, and Dan caught up with them a little bit earlier.
Hansi, the importance of composed riding on a night where so much was going on really came into play for you tonight. How pleased are you with how that played out?
I'm really happy today. It was a really interesting class with the rain, the light, and it was really a tough course. And our decision today, it was we rode both, me and Marcus, the same horses in both classes, and I think today it was a really good decision. Yeah.
How are the nerves out the back as sort of the end of the session, end of the class, and poles were going everywhere, and Ben Mayer's stopping, and suddenly Valkenswaard are sort of clinging on? What were the nerves like?
Yeah, I think it was because of the light and a little bit the nerves. Everybody wants to do his best, and it was really interesting to watch today.
So looking ahead to Rome, you actually now doubled your lead on Cannes Stars. What's the plan for Valkenswaard United going to Rome?
To Rome, it's me, I think Gilles, and John.
And a podium without Gilles Thomas, that is unusual this season.
Oh, he's our strongest man on the team, and we have to count on him.
Thank you for coming to the interview. Sorry that Marcus can't be here, but well done to you and Valkenswaard United.
Thanks a lot.
Well, they make a good point there. This is the first time that they have podium without Gilles Thomas. It can be done. Of course, Valkenswaard United are such a brilliantly strong team. What a night it has been, particularly GCL round 2 caused a lot of drama, but the Prague Lions came out on top. They did not let the pressure get to them. And as Peter de Vos just says, maybe Fernando Martinez Summer needs to keep having children, because it clearly does him very, very good. But huge congratulations to the Prague Lions. They move up into third position in the championship. Those are crucial points. Fingers crossed for them that they can stay there and not have to jump the quarterfinals when we go to the GCL Super Cup. That's it for us here in Vienna in terms of GCL. That's it for us in terms of the teams. But coming up next in Vienna, we have the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We'll see you soon.
In the heart of timeless Rome, the stage is set for another thrilling battle. Surrounded by history, where ancient warriors once fought, the world's best riders take on a monumental challenge. With the season reaching its climax, every stride matters. Every jump could change the standings. The championship fight intensifies, and glory is within reach for only the bold. Join the Longines Global Champions Tour of Rome from October 10th to the 12th.